meeting minutes from the 30th of the 6th, 2020 regarding the Melrose Park draft structure plan. Full stop. Attendees: Michael Rogers, Parramatta Council; Kevin Kuo, spelt K-U-O, Parramatta Council; Amberley Moore, Parramatta Council; Andrew Gibbons, Endeavour Property Advisory; Neil Gabriel, George Weston Foods; Steve Dartnell, All Fasteners; Andrew Duggan, Ethos Urban; and Chris Fiera, Ethos Urban. The minutes are as follows. The wider precinct, that's a heading. These are dot points. Preferred route has been released, new dot point. No update from the Parramatta Light Rail team. New dot point. Parramatta City Council heavily engaged with the Parramatta Light Rail team throughout the structure plan. New dot point. Michael Rogers comments. Other landowners with larger sites that were easier to resume were considered favourable for compulsory acquisition. New subpoint. Claims are more difficult with fragmented areas. New dot point. The Parramatta Light Rail team has totally changed since early discussions Council engaged on. Full stop. New point. Parramatta Council support a planning proposal to place pressure on the Parramatta Light Rail team to determine and ask question prior to lodgement of a planning proposal. Full stop. New point. Parramatta City Council could go back to Transport for New South Wales to discuss a planning proposal and their intentions for the land. New dot point. There is still uncertainty for densities for both the north and south precincts of Melrose Park, which is subject to the Department of Planning and the Greater Sydney Commission. Full stop. All of the land is still subject to planning proposals and approval of the structure plan. New dot point. Michael Rogers doesn't think that it's reasonable for this land to remain as a light rail investigation area and for us to seek the developability of that site. New dot point. He can't guarantee the FSR and planning will need to be reviewed. Next point. Amberley Moore stated that Parramatta City Council's urban design team determined 1.2:1 was suitable for the site. Next dot point. Transport for New South Wales would object to the planning proposal due to the light rail. This is part of the agency consultation and they need concurrence from all agencies. Next point. Kevin Kuo commented that FSR for the light rail investigation area was considered over the whole of the Southern Structure Plan area, and if the Parramatta light rail investigation area was lifted, it would see a redistribution of that FSR. Next point. Holdmark East and West sites have lodged a planning proposal. Next point. Does that affect the opportunity for the light rail investigation area to rebalance FSR? TMAP, has been submitted to Parramatta City Council for exhibition, with Transport for New South Wales yet to finalise their position. Next point, a bridge is at standstill due to the uncertainty of the Parramatta Light Rail. The issues are who will pay for the bridge, and PACE is not seeking to fund the bridge. Next point, a VPA on PACE for local infrastructure and a state VPA for state-based infrastructure, e.g. school and secondary school in the PACE land. Next dot point, Kevin Kuo commented Holdmark planning proposal would not disadvantage our site as they have maxed out their FSR, full stop. Next point, Parramatta City Council strongly encourage us to provide them with a letter to approach Transport for New South Wales and the Parramatta Light Rail so we don't have to go through the cost of a planning proposal. Full stop. In inverted commas, Parramatta Council's comments were all the risk is on the proponent, close inverted commas. Transport for New South Wales likely comment that no planning proposal to produce or to preclude ability for Parramatta Light Rail to go through the site. Michael Rogers commented that if a bridge doesn't go ahead, there will be a 40% reduction in developable area across the Melrose Park precinct. Next point, developers are playing cards extremely close to their chest, seeking government to fund the Parramatta Light Rail or bridge to increase densities. Full stop, end of memo.